What's up, family? How y'all doing? It's her shit goddess right here coming at you. As a matter of fact, let me put on some lip gloss because you gotta look cute for the gram. You gotta look cute for the TikTok or whatever social media you on. You gotta look presentable nowadays. Well, it's always been like that, but anyways, I'm gonna sit and eat my salad as I'm on break from my class. I'm doing a Thai yoga massage class, and so that's really interesting. So I'm really excited for that. But the reason why I was making this video today is because I want to talk about the concept of resetting. So when it comes to life, a lot of the times we get so caught up in things that we don't know how to take a reset and a rest until we're forced to. And what I'm trying to tell you is that it's okay to, before you even get burnt out from something, it's okay to reset and even go into another direction. And what I mean by that is that when I was growing up, like when I was in my early 20s, I was in the entertainment industry. I was someone who was raised by the system. I was raised by television. I was raised by the music. I was raised by the educational system. Like, those are the things I was around. I was in the system. And so when I grew up, the only thing I ever wanted to be was an actress. I was like, I want to be an actress. I don't know what else. I never thought about my future long term or what I wanted to become. I never knew any other options. So I was like, okay, I'll just be an actress, whatever. And I didn't think much of it. And I just lived life and I just lived in the moment. But I didn't really think too much of my future. So as I got older and I had that vision of being into the entertainment industry, I kind of started, having a lot of doubt in myself that acting was a possibility as I got older. I was like, well, that's a dime a dozen. The internet wasn't as what it was. I started getting more into like radio, and I was working with like a lot of startup radio companies, and that's where Itstheg came from. So Itstheg was me because people call me Gigi. And so doing that, I was not focused on my business. I was caught up in the life. I was caught up in the glamour. I was caught up in the, I'm known around my city and all of that. And because of that, I got caught up in the boys. I got caught up in the drinking. I got caught up in just the light, the illusion of entertainment and the industry. And that caused me to fall. I took a tumble. Like, I was still going to school and everything, but, it wasn't my primary focus. And so I ended up falling. I ended up going through a shift in life in which everything just I lost everything that I built. I lost the home that I acquired. I lost a lot of my networks, my friends, things like that. And I went to this space of solitude. And so I had to literally, life had to literally reset me so that I can go into a direction that was more healthier, that was more beneficial to not just myself, but my family. And now I take that concept because God had to push me to that direction. God said, you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. We gonna have to shift you and mold you and take you to a whole nother direction. And so now I take that same concept in anything that I do. I even did it with my social media. So a lot of my social media, like I had an old Instagram, I had an old Facebook, and I had to literally, I was like, what do I do with these? Because I felt like they were just stagnant. They weren't even really growing. And it's because I had a lot of old stagnant energy on those. And so it took me a long time to be like, well, I'm gonna let these go and create a new one. And so I was like, you know what, it's okay for my peace to not have to see the same things on my timeline that I don't want to see anymore, or the same things in my life that I don't want to see no more. I just reset and say it's okay to start over. So I started over. I started a new Instagram. I started a new Facebook, and just so I can have a different energy that comes into my life. And I think that's very important, even if you're in a career that you feel stuck in, if you're doing anything that you feel as if, you know what, I need to reset. Like, it no longer serves me. It's no longer what I want to do with myself. It is okay to reset. Sometimes it feels scary because we don't know the outcome of that new thing. And plus, when we get set into habits, it's hard to shift and break our habits. And so we don't we just stay in those habits until they burn us out, and then we're forced to get out of them. But sometimes it's good to catch it before it's too late, before it burns us out. Because I'm gonna tell you this, you will get burnt out if it's not for you. If you're in the wrong direction, I'm telling you, you're gonna get burnt out, and it's gonna like either kill you or you're gonna take a fall. I mean, my salad, don't worry about me. Trying to maintain my health, you know what I'm saying? Because that's my wealth. But for me, I got out of the entertainment industry, out of radio. I was forced out of it. And I ended up shifting gears into health and wellness, into fitness first, which was dance fitness. I literally submerged myself into dance fitness like crazy, and then that became unhealthy. I no longer found peace in that. I no longer found enjoyment in that because of how I was going about it and how I was in it. So I didn't even have the right mindset then. It was a healing journey for me with the dance fitness, but I still like teaching it. I still like being a part of it. And so I had to literally, like, honestly, 2020 happened. See, a lot for me happens, like, God be like, yo, we gonna reset you. And I was getting so burnt out from doing dance fitness. Like, I was doing Zumba, I was doing mixed fit, and I was teaching like 6 days a week, sometimes twice a day. And I was like not loving it. I was no longer enjoying it. I was filled with like an ego of even some kind of insecurity. Like, I was like, oh my God, I don't really feel like people like my class. They come to my class, they say they like it, but they don't really like it. I felt like it was starting to get too cliquish, and I don't do well with cliques. Like, I never did growing up. I was not a clique person. I was always an outcast, and I'm gonna be honest, I was always an outcast. So as I got older, I just stayed into that realm, and I'm still kind of like an outcast a little bit. And so I had 2020 hit, and I ended up just resetting everything. Like, a lot of my peers, the ones that were doing, there were other instructors, they did a lot of the virtual classes, and they were offering that. Where I was in my position in life, I couldn't offer that really. And so I was like, you know what? This is just my opportunity to just stop everything, take a sabbatical, and just reset. And when I resetted and I redesigned kind of my mindset and my focus, I ended up going into a deeper path in my journey. And so that's what led me to Reiki. It led me to learning more about like detox and naturopathic healing. And with that journey, it led me onto massage. And then so I ended up putting it all together. And even with fitness, it led me to yoga. And now here I am doing Thai yoga massage. And so it's crazy how when you just allow yourself to release those things that no longer serve you, it can eventually take you onto the path to your highest self, your greater self, the person that you are meant to be, and to serve the people that you're meant to serve. Because you may be in a low vibrational frequency right now, a low vibrational path that's not serving you. And so just take a deeper look within yourself and say, is there something that I can release? What can I release? Is there something I can release, and how can I release it? And just release it. It takes a lot of courage to release it, to step out on faith. But that's why faith is important, because they say faith without works is dead. And also, you must have an unwavering faith. So you can't have one of those faith. You can't have faith in God or faith in divine, faith in your journey, and then have doubt. So acknowledge the doubt so that you can keep going. Acknowledge that you might have some doubt, but don't let the doubt turn into stagnation or fear, or even disbelief. Allow the doubt to anchor you to keep pressing forward and saying, you know what, I feel this doubt, but because my faith is stronger than my doubt, I'm just going to keep on going. So that's all I wanted to say to you today. I wanted to say, don't be afraid to let go, reset, press reset for your peace of mind and your higher ascension. And I'll talk to you later. Check me out. Itstheg.com. It's me, her, she, goddess.